Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. So glad you're all here for the ONINO May community update. Whether you're joining us from Germany, the UK, or literally anywhere else in the world, hope some of you enjoyed the bank holidays and got plenty of sun in this 3-day weekend. And we've got a lot to get through today. I'll let everyone else say hello now.
Hello. Yeah, Christina, thank you very much. Everyone else listening in, thank you very much for joining for this May 2026 community update. And we also have a special guest.
Hi everyone, also warm welcome from my side. Happy to have you on board also in this community update. And yeah, stay tuned for some exciting news.
Also a warm welcome from my side. An exciting update today and looking forward to all your questions later.
All right, let's just wait a bit for everyone else to join. Okay, so let's kick things off then. So we've got Alex, Lucas, Kai, and our friends from CIDT all lined up, and trust me, there's some genuinely exciting news across every single section today. So grab your coffee, get comfortable, and let's get into it. Let's start things off with Alex, who has some great white label client news for us. The floor is yours.
Perfect, Christina. Thank you very much. Yeah, I just want to give you kind of a monthly update of what we have at the moment. And we at the moment have reached 8 white label platforms that are live or in the final phases of onboarding. And we will update you once they're publicly available. It's really important to know those are white label platforms. So essentially it's the ONINO platform and we supply it to a customer, adapt it to their design, host it on their website. And many of them are private. So it's not a publicly facing platform in all cases. Some of them are, some of them aren't. Once we have some that can be shared, we will share them. At the moment, we don't, but we will support you and we will share them with you. And the first ones that are publicly available will go public this month. They will also oftentimes have local differences or even have sector trends. So for example, one might be investments in real estate, another might be ESG projects. So it's going to be very different always. But I think there is, or I don't think, I know, there are some very interesting ones coming up. And generally, ONINO is gaining more and more recognition as one of the, if not the leading tokenized financing platforms at the moment in Germany or the European market, which is really great for us. We've seen a lot of inbound leads. So people that are coming to us with their idea of what they want to do. And it's been growing month by month, day by day, week by week. So we're really looking forward to this year because this is really going to be a fundamental year. And we really see the growth picking up at a very serious space and phase at the moment. And with this also, I wanted to give a couple cents also to the partner program and speak about the partner program. We are and have started an official partner program, and we have the first official partners that are reselling ONINO. Essentially, you can imagine it is like kind of an external sales team that is working on a referral basis. So they are bringing projects onto ONINO, onto the platforms, essentially selling white labels for us. The background for that is that the environments that we are in sometimes are a little closed off markets. And if we have someone on the inside who can help us, recommend us, can bring us to new desks, new eyes and ears, it's always super helpful. And we want to give back as well. For example, we're entering the financial market and preparing big partner projects with banks, and which is also interesting in this case. And I think you will be happy to hear this will also include the blockchain, because banking partners are not only interested in financing, but also infrastructure. This is a long shot, and the ONINO blockchain is and has always been a long shot. because we always spoke about providing real value, and real value does take time, and even more time than I think most of us thought. But we do see blockchains approaching a point where they want to use the blockchain and want to host applications and platforms and projects on blockchains, and ours will be the platform of choice for our customers. Another thing that, for example, is becoming more and more interesting is syndicated loans. And this will be a big topic that's going to drive adoption, just to name one of many. Yeah, those are my quick 2 inputs regarding, on one hand, the partner program, and the other hand, the customers.
Yes, and I'll just take it from here and go into the client update after Alex already mentioned a few of the progresses we made on the white label front. And April was really, for the product team, a month of onboarding clients. So we have 5 platforms scheduled for go live within weeks. One of them actually already went live, and these platforms have wide spectrum of use cases, you can say. So it ranges from a private platforms where there are SPV investments done either in real estate, renewables, or SPV investments into startups, and so in the private equity sector. Then we are talking about public tokenization platforms, primarily real estate tokenization, and also some really exciting platforms where we are entering more the institutional sector for HNWI, or in other words, high net worth individuals, where it basically the people with a lot of money, a lot of capital, search for ways to pool their capital more efficiently, and they can do it through our platform. And we've got one white label going live into that space, and we're looking to issue much more white labels in that space in the future. And also, Kai and I, and that's an exciting one because I know some of the community have been asking about this topic a few times already. Kai and I will be representing ONINO as product and tech in our onboarding week, which is this week on Tuesday and Wednesday, with one of our first banking clients, where we are taking every step necessary until go live of their own platform. So yeah, fully exciting, and there will only more platforms follow this process. Then another pretty exciting update for us. On a basis level, it might sound a little bit boring, but this opens up so many doors, and we teased it already in the last update, is that we closed a new partnership that brings us into the realms of working under a licensed umbrella, you can say. So we partnered with Black Manta Capital. Black Manta Capital, it's not a big player in terms of they're not doing a lot of marketing. They're really just focusing on institutional set of investors a lot and professional investors. But they've been driving tokenization since the inception of the idea of tokenization. They've done some of the first tokenization projects in Europe. So they've been really working on this from the start, and they are providing us with and now officially notified tied agent framework. So we are notified at BaFin, our local regulator, and this allows us to distribute securities all over Europe through European regulation. And this is really a big step forward, not only for ONINO itself, but also for every single one of our clients, because we are going essentially through every hard part when it comes to regulation, when it comes to technical requirements, and also reporting requirements, so we can automate as much of it as possible for our future clients. And being able to distribute securities is already something that not many tokenization providers out there have. Like one of the prominent ones that is Securitize, and everyone that knows tokenization knows how big Securitize is, and we are looking to enter that realm too. And now let's round it up with a few updates on the product. As we are onboarding more clients and we're onboarding more sophisticated clients that are more in the institutional space, we also have to create a platform that can accommodate these use cases. So our product is growing fast, and We are making every single adjustment possible to make the issuance flow of tokenized assets, the investment flow into tokenized assets, as simple as possible, to essentially make all these assets that currently were gated behind bars, you can say, so accessible to anyone that wants, and also the flow of issuing these assets, essentially the access to more of the private market landscape for normal companies that otherwise would never do it if they wouldn't have such an easy platform to do it. And yeah, in other words, what we actually improved this month, we are constantly improving our issuance flows. Or the issuance flow is essentially the steps a user or an admin has to go through to issue a tokenized assets. And we've completely improved the flow. It is now simple and anyone can understand it. And also we are improving the support of assets constantly. So this means the type of assets. So we went from just simple tokenized asset issuances to more complex ones. And now we're working towards tokenized funds and more institutional asset classes and structures that, of course, take much more complexity while setting up, but we are keeping it as simple as it can be. And also, one final thing that we had huge improvements over this month is the whole investor communications and reporting flow. Something that for an issuer and admin is a huge burden, but with our platform, it is as easy as anything could be, because the platform does the heavy lifting for every user. And yes, with that, Christina.
All right. Thank you, guys. Yeah, insane. 8 white label platforms and the first one going public this month. I think we can all agree that's quite a lot, and we are well on track to reach our end of year goals. So really well done, guys. Well done, everyone. April was honestly one of the busiest onboarding months I think ONINO has ever had. I've constantly seen Lucas and Alex really hard at work talking to clients, going in sales calls, so they've really been fantastic. And the first banking clients onboarding this week as well, Lucas, that's quite a stacked pipeline. And the partner program piece is also very huge, essentially building an external sales army on the referral basis. So if any of you viewers are interested, hit me up on Discord and I will connect you to everybody so we can get that going for you. All right. And before I hand over to Kai, though, I have to tell you all about my trip to Karlsruhe last week, because it was actually my first and best business trip ever. For those who don't know, some of the ONINO team is based there, and I finally made it out to work from the office in person for a few days. And can I just say, as someone who works remotely, what difference it makes. There's just this energy when you're all in the same room, ideas flow differently, conversations happen that just don't happen over a call. I came back genuinely recharged, and the setting honestly helped. Karlsruhe in spring is something else. The nature is absolutely stunning, and the Wisterias, oh my goodness, the Wisterias were everywhere. If you've never seen a street lined with wisteria in full bloom, put it on your list. I was stopping to look at them every 5 minutes. I think the team thought I was slightly unhinged. Speaking of the team, they have this kettle in the office, which I wish I put a picture in here actually. It's a gorgeous kettle named Boil Gates. Yes, Boil Gates, and I think I single-handedly tested its limits because I drank an absolutely absurd amount of tea while I was there. I don't think they were quite prepared for how English I was. The looks I was getting by day 3 were something between impressed and slightly concerned. But honestly, the highlight, you can see this in the 2 photos of all of us here, was our evening together. We had a proper game night, Jackbox 11. Some of you will know exactly what that is, and if you do, you understand why it ended in absolute chaos and everyone crying of laughter. If you don't know Jackbox, just imagine a party game that is specifically designed to expose how your colleagues think. Highly recommended, slightly dangerous for team dynamics, and we survived flawlessly. It was such a good reminder of why in-person time matters, so thank you to Alex, Lucas, and Kai for having me. Right, back to business. Kai, I believe you have some very exciting news for us, because while business side of ONINO is on fire, everyone on Discord has been asking me about the blockchain itself, which has actually been getting some serious upgrades this month, and nobody knows better than that than Kai. Kai, over to you.
Thank you very much for this update, Christina, and also thank you for the insights on your Karlsruhe trip. And thanks for coming over. It was great having you here. And I can only give another insight to everyone listening. So you really, really realized that finally a woman has been working in this office for some time now. So we have nice decoration now. Actually, we have some aromatherapy lamps. And Alex, Lucas, and I actually got influenced by Christina's British origin. So we're full-fledged tea drinkers by now.
No way, I'm so happy.
We also have great boxes of tea standing around here now. So yeah, thank you very much for the visit, Christina. It was great having you.
Yay.
And yeah, as Lucas already mentioned, we have been quite busy onboarding all customers. So as you can imagine, also the tech team has had all of the hands full of work with basically onboarding our clients, sitting in the office until very late to make sure everything runs smoothly and perfectly for our clients, supporting them wherever possible. And yeah, as mentioned before, it was quite a great month, also quite exciting and still exhausting. And yeah, we're quite happy with the current state of our customers. But still, of course, behind the scenes, we haven't been sleeping when it comes to further developments regarding our blockchain, ONINO mainnet. And we have had several updates this month that we have implemented next to onboarding our tokenization platform clients. So we have actually compiled some feedback from the community over the last weeks and months, and have also wrapped our heads around on how we can actually make the staking processes and the math a bit better and more solid. So what we had before was basically the delegators could only lock their stake, and basically they were boosted as long as their validator had locked the stake, right? So that led kind of a bit to problems, because on the one hand, that validators always would have to relock their stake to the maximum, so that delegators can also actually lock to the maximum and thereby get the maximum reward. And we have now basically decoupled this, right? So the maximum locking time is now 1 year for everyone. And you as a delegator can lock your stake also up to this year, no matter how long your validator has actually locked their stake. So basically, totally independently from how long the validator has locked their stake, you as a delegated staker can now always earn the full 100% reward that is possible to be being achieved. Now you may wonder, okay, now my stake is locked and the validator's stake is not locked that long. What basically happens if they, for example, shut down their node after their stake lock has expired? Of course, we've also thought about this. So there's kind of an escape hatch, quote unquote, so that in case unexpectedly a node that you have staked and locked your stake with goes offline, you can also, of course, early unlock without any penalties. And in addition, we have also generally optimized and improved the math behind the rewards and the structures of the reward, so that basically the rewards have been, generally speaking, increased to just basically improve the network incentivization. And all of these updates will soon be deployed to our mainnet in the following days, and we'll of course notify you once these updates to ONINO mainnet are finally live. With that, we can move on to the next slide.
Oh.
Just one before. Yeah, I think we mentioned it 1 or 2 times already, but our valued blockchain technology partner, CIDT, Consider Down Technologies, will soon go live with a new product they have developed, which is called TradeVibe. And it allows everyone to easily spin up their own ONINO mainnet blockchain node easily and without any tech knowledge or server managing hustle. And that allows everyone to easily participate in the network actively and earn even more rewards than through delegated staking. And to bring you TradeVibe a bit closer, we have also brought a special guest today, namely Ole, a dear colleague from CIDT. And Ole will now, in the following slides, tell you a bit more about TradeVibe and present you what they have been building in the background. Stage is yours, Ole.
Kai, thank you.
Hey everyone. Thank you, Kai. I'm really glad to be here as a part of today's ONINO community update. I'm Ole. I'm part of the team that helped to build the ONINO network infrastructure, and we've been ONINO platform's development partners since 2023, as I remember. So this community and this network is something we know very well. We helped to build it from ground up. Today, I want to share something we've been working on specifically for ONINO validators. Now it's live, it's ready, And by the end of this, I want you to know exactly what is it and how to get started. I'm happy to walk you through TradeVibe. So TradeVibe is a validator hosting and trading strategies platform built by our team in partnership with ONINO Network. We are your validator hosting and trading strategies partner. That's the role we play in this ecosystem. We're not a third-party tool that bolted on ONINO support. We build this alongside the network, for the community. As of now, we're launching for you guys specifically. Let me show you what that means for you. The simplest way to think about TradeVibe is it's a non-technical platform for running ONINO validator nodes. Imagine you don't need a server, you don't need any technical background, you don't need to manage infrastructure. We handle all of that for you. You just sign up and participate in the network. Here's what's inside. So first of all, you go through a quick setup and your validator node is live on the ONINO network. You have monitoring in live, you have uptime and updates. It's all managed by us. You're the node owner. We're the operator. TradeVibe will also include trading strategies that run automatically on your behalf. You basically set preferences once and the platform does the work automatically. Also, rewards dashboard will help you to see everything in one place. You will see your node status, your ONI rewards, your staking activity. It's all going to be clear, simple, and unified. Based on current market conditions, now it's probably the best time to start running validators and grow as a community. To get started, it's pretty easy, literally like 3 steps to get the whole process running. Step 1, you sign in through tradevibe.app and register. It's a standard sign in, name, email, and password. Then you complete a quick KYC process. This is standard for any financial platform. That takes just a few minutes. After that, you connect your ONINO wallet. Once you're in, you start running node, choosing the package, and you're all good to go. After activating your node, you'll be able to stake your ONI from your wallet. It will confirm that you're currently live and your validator is up and running. That's it. Infrastructure monitoring updates handled by us on the back end. Done. Also, we'd like to announce that for this initial ONINO launch, the people in this community on this stream, we're offering extended, dedicated, hands-on support for the next couple of weeks. Here's what it actually means in practice for you. If you run into any issues like your account, your KYC, your wallet connection, your node setup, or anything else, reach out to us directly. We'll take care of your call and we'll walk you through step by step. This is not like a support ticket queue. This is a direct access to the team that built this platform. We're going to do this specifically for you guys because we invested in ONINO ecosystem. We built the network infrastructure. We built TradeVibe for it. And we want to see the ONINO validator community grow. And your success is our success. So go to tradevibe.app, sign up. And if you need us, we're always there. Reach out at us at support@tradevibe.app for next couple of weeks and treat that as a direct live to our team.
All right, thank you so much. I feel like Discord, the people in Discord really are going to be happy about hearing this and hearing about your input regarding this project. And wow, what a session. This team is building seriously fast, and this community is a big part of why. So from all of us, Alex, Lucas, Kai, and the CIDT team, and everyone behind the scenes, thank you for being here. Thank you for your questions in Discord, and thank you for your continued support. We'll see you next month, and something tells me the update is going to be even bigger. Take care, everyone.
Thank you very much for tuning in, everyone.
That exciting.
Thank you all for joining.
Also, thank you from my side. Looking forward to your questions. Keep the discussions open on Discord and let us know anything else that you want to have answered.